Hello. Today I am going to show you how to take care of orchids. As you can see, I've got all the flowers in here and here too. And this one is starting a new buds coming out. And the flowers, this is a long stem in which there are flowers on top. And on these windowsills are my baby, they are the babies that came from these plants. As you can see here, this one has two plants. That's the mother and that's the baby. And the baby is now showing some flowers, buds coming out. And the stem is coming from the mother. So here I will show you how to take care of the orchids, so that when you want to have your own, you will know how to make them healthy. As you can see, the planters are inside this container. First of all, we'll have to wash the container. I purposely made it look like that so that I can show you exactly how to clean and make sure that the pots are well maintained so that you will have a good orchid. I put marbles and stones, and these stones I picked them up from the beach where we traveled to different places in Europe, in the Holy Land, and there are different colors. And I also put marbles to make them colorful. And look at this beautiful design of the stone. Interesting. So first of all, we'll take out the marbles and the stones. Throw the water out. And I'll put the orchid at the other side so that you can see what I'm doing. Now first of all, we will wash the pot with detergent and wash it so that you can take out the moss that settles at the bottom. And just clean it properly, that nothing will be left behind. At the same time, you clean the marbles and the stones so that any algae that develop in it will also be taken out. These are pieces of wood that goes to the plant. So way you can take out the algae that had stuck to the stones and the marbles. See? As I have promised before, that I will show you how to take care of your orchids. And I just got the opportunity to do that right now. It's been a long time. I haven't been showing any videos. But right now I'm on holidays from work for 2 weeks, so will give me the opportunity to do a few videos. And so now we will rinse this. And what I do so that I will not be wasting a lot of water. This water with detergent in it, I will wash the leaves of the orchid. The reason for this, washing the leaves of the orchid, is, as you can see, the orchid secrete out some kind of liquid, and that liquid looks like perspiration, and it hardens and it becomes it hardens and it kills the leaves. So that has to be taken out by washing it with soap and water. So this is what we're doing. I take a small sponge and soak it. This way, all the dirt or any insect that settles on the leaves will be removed, will be taken out. And also the pot. We will clean the pot. See, there are algae developing underneath. That has to be removed so that it will not kill the roots. Now, I purposely did not clean these orchids for more than 2 weeks so that I could show you exactly what is going on. So, there we go. And as you can see, the roots are so green inside because if they are kept clean, the roots are green, are so green inside. So that means that your orchids is healthy. So here we go. Again, we will rinse the leaves. It doesn't stay very stable. We'll try and make this stable here. Okay. Now we will clean it. We will rinse it properly so that all the soap, the detergent will be removed. Now this is the first leaf that came out from the plant, and it's getting brown. Means it's going to be, its life is already almost at the end, but the others are coming up. Like this one is a newbie. These are newbies. So that I could wash the lady. Sometimes it is difficult because the branches might break, but we will just be careful. See, last month we just finished the old, just finished blooming, and this is a new buds that is coming out, and they last at least 5 months. They last 5 months, the flowers last 5 months. So if you have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, you will have a continuous flowering plant. So and then fill this up with water. And then put the pot on top. As you can see, the water goes to the pot inside, and it fills up exactly where the water, the top of the water is. And we let it stay there for 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, you do the same thing again, cleaning up and all that, so that you will have a continuous, healthy plant. Even though the room is dry, or hot, it will not get killed because of the water. It keeps the plant moist, and it will continue to have flowers all the time. Now this flower has been blooming since July, and until now it's still blooming. So that is about July, September, October, November, December. This is the 5th month that is still blooming. And as you can see, there's still buds coming out continuously. So as the other flowers are dying out, new buds are coming out. So we'll go to the next one. We will do the same thing again. Clean it up. This is done. So we can put it on the windowsill or where a light, because it needs light. Not a direct light, but a light that just like this. It has the morning sun, and then after that it will be just the light that is coming out. It's not the sunlight. So these baby plants are growing pretty well, and this goes to the other side of the house where the afternoon sun is. So now we will do this again. We will do this the next one. It's the same thing. Now we will clean the pot. Now you are wondering why I have stones or marbles underneath. The orchids or the plants also needs air underneath so that it breathes. It doesn't rot the roots. It needs to breathe. And this is why the stones help the circulation of the air to the water, to the plant, and to the roots. This is why the orchids love it, to have that kind of thing at the bottom, because if it is flat down to the pot, to the container, it doesn't have air, and that dies. So now we'll go again to the next one. We'll wash the stones with detergent. This other plant so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh. So. See, different kinds of stones. Look at this. Isn't that a beautiful stone? And this is a different design. Also, sometimes I think this one looks like an amber, because in Europe they have so many ambers in there. And we went to a museum and they showed us some rocks looking like this, big rocks. And they told us that it's amber. So hopefully, so there you go. That is, and now we will wash the pot. Rinse it. sure they are flat so that the pot will be flat when it gets to the bottom. And now we're going to wash pot. Again, you can see that the roots are green. Look at that. They are not brown, they're not dead. So, clean the bottom so that the algae will not settle. We will wash the leaves. It's so hard to settle. Okay, we'll wash the leaves with detergent. Make sure you use a sponge so that it will be gentle and it will not scratch the leaves. It's just like bathing. It's bathing a baby or an animal or your pets, but to me, the orchids is my pet. I love these orchids. It's such a joy to have them with me, and it really helps me in put my mind into it, and it just gives me the enjoyment, and I just appreciate it when they give me flowers. It makes me happy to see them alive like this. I had these flowers for years now, and they just give me continuous flowers through the year. Now this is clean, and you can see that the leaves are so green and clean. So and if there's any dirt anywhere, just take them out. Just rub them out so that it will, sometimes you see some perspiration in the branches, take them out so that it will not multiply. So now we will fill this pot with water. If this is overflowing, just take up a little bit, and as you can see, the water is up to here, and that will last about 2 weeks. So you can let it stay there for 2 weeks and then take it out again and do the same routine, washing and cleaning it up. Now if that's done, so that's another plant. Now we will do this one. Now this flower is about 5 to 6 months. And this flower, the flowers now are drying up. But as you can see, there are buds coming out from here. So that means that it will continue to flower. These are buds. So as you continue to do this cleaning up and taking care of it, your plant will continuously give out flowers. Okay. So now we will do the same thing again. And sometimes dirt. Sometimes the flower fall into the pot and it comes out like this, so that will be rotten, and then it will go to your roots. So that has to be taken out. So now again we will soak leaves. As you can see how big the leaves are. Look, so healthy. And if you keep doing this, you will have a good plant. Because orchids come from the tropics, and the tropics is rain every day. And this is why the orchids there thrive so well. And they just love to have water go over their leaves. And also, when you do this, you'll take away the dust, and you will not be inhaling dust in your house. So this is how this is one way of making your orchid clean and healthy. Now we will also this pot is metal, and this is why I put a plastic and underneath it, because sometimes the water comes out here, goes through, it gets wet. And also it protects your furniture or the top of your sill from getting wet. So this is why I put it underneath. And this plastic here will hold the water. It will not go through. It will not come out to the metal, and the metal will not be rusted. So here we go. Do the same thing again. again, I have all these stones picked up at the beach where we went in Europe. Different kinds. And marbles. And look at this kind of stone. It's gray. And there's also white. So now we'll have to rinse. Maybe I will use this to rinse the leaves. And also we can wash the pot. See? We can also put salt in that water and pour it on the pot so that any algae will be taken out. And look at that. See? You can see all the green roots. So green inside. It's because of the water that is in the pot. And you can also put wood chips because they like wood. Back in the tropical islands, they use the coconut husk for the roots. Excuse me, for the roots to be covered by the coconut husk. But here we use the wood chips. Excuse me. There. Excuse me, all of a sudden my throat become itchy. Okay, we'll just wait until all the detergent will come out. Maybe put some more water. Okay. fill up this pot with water. We'll put this bottom part so that the water will not go in on your furniture or your sink. And then we will put this plant again in the water. There you go. So now you're ready to let it sit there for 2 weeks. Then you can again repeat the same procedure so that your orchid will stay clean. Now I will be doing the same thing for this plant. See? It's a tall one, and you can see the flowers. Look, I will put it down so that you can see the flowers. See this? Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Yellow flowers. This branch has gone up, and there are so many branches here, but it dried out, and these two branches came out lately, so it's still continuing to flower, and that has been also going on for another 5 months. So you see this brown branch here? That's where the old branch came out. So that has to be removed. We'll have to take that out. Just cut it off. That way the plant will thrive again and will have new branches to come out. And if the branch, I would say where these flowers come out, if it is still green, don't cut it off even though the flowers are gone, because if they're still green, some of these branches will just come out of here and flowers will come out there. Or sometimes a baby plant like the one that you see at first will just come out. So if it's still green, don't cut it off. But when it becomes brown, then cut it off, because it needs to be taken out so that the plant can again give out another branch for flowers to come out. So that's the only thing you have to do. So I hope that will help you out how to take care of your orchids, and I hope you like it. And I made my promise that I will show you how to take care of your orchids, and I will see you again sometime, because I will show more interesting things in the near future. Okay? See you. Bye.